Welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Barb. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to make chocolate buttercream. I know you guys have seen me fumbling with buttercream so far a few times, so I wanted to actually give you guys a tutorial on how to make it at home. And then I'm gonna just frost a couple of cupcakes with the buttercream and fill them up with like some strawberries that I doused in sugar, just for the sake of showing you something to do with them. So let's get started. Buttercream, I don't have a recipe. I do it by taste, I guess you could say. So chocolate buttercream, all you need is butter, cocoa powder, vanilla extract, or you can use vanilla flavoring if you're cheap, because it doesn't really make a difference when it comes to buttercream, and powdered sugar and some kind of dairy. So there are going to be instances, I know you saw last video how our buttercream just kind of destroyed everything, really. Destroyed the whole experience, the whole video pretty much. But it was because it got kind of like thick and chunky, and sometimes when you're making buttercream, you need some sort of liquid to kind of like help your mixer mix it all up. And we want to use dairy for that. So I have milk. It's 2% milk because that's what I had in my refrigerator. And really, you're not supposed to use milk, or you shouldn't have to use milk, but sometimes you might need it to kind of like loosen it up as you're mixing it. The only thing I have to say about the dairy is please use dairy. Don't use almond milk, don't use soy milk, any kind of nut milk, really. Just go ahead and use the cow's milk, okay? It's baking. We're not here to be healthy anyway, so please use all the fat that's in the cow's milk. Well, not all the fat necessarily, but just make sure it came from an udder. I beg of you. Okay, let's get started. So in total, I have 24 cupcakes. So to frost 24 cupcakes, you need a pound of butter. So it's 4 sticks of butter in here that I had sitting out majority of the day on the counter to get them to be room temperature. And one note about butter. Butter is expensive. I recognize that, but buttercream is like raw butter, essentially. So you're going to be eating it. So please buy quality butter. I know you can get like Darigold or something for like $2.29 or something crazy at Walmart. Don't do that. Do that for something else. This is not the place to be using Darigold. Please invest in some Challenge or some name brand butter, please. It'll make your life easier. So first things first, there's 4 sticks of butter in the mixer with the paddle attachment, and let it whip. Okay, so when it whips, it's gonna be like super creamy, super soft butter. That's what you want. The fluffier the buttercream, the better. And how do you get fluffy buttercream? You whip it. You whip a lot of air into it, and that's how it gets fluffy, okay? So let's whip it a little longer. I don't have a fancy mixer, so sometimes it gets all stuck on the sides. Get it all off and give it another go. I'm so not clean. Okay, so now that you have the butter whipped, it's pretty airy. It looks like pasty, kind of. That's step 1. Step 2 is going to be adding in the vanilla. So when I'm doing chocolate, I use less vanilla extract than if I was doing just like regular vanilla buttercream. So it's like a teaspoon. And I say like because honestly, if you do a teaspoon and a half, or if you do a tablespoon, nothing bad's going to happen. And I'm using vanilla flavoring. I'm not using vanilla extract because vanilla flavoring is a lot cheaper, and it doesn't matter. When you're actually baking like bake stuff, you'll want to do the extract over the flavoring, but this is merely for flavor. Teaspoon of that, and we'll add our cocoa powder. So it's not dark chocolate cocoa, it's just regular schmegular cocoa powder. Boom. So with 4 sticks of butter, it's like not really a half a cup, but like, I don't know, a decent scoop, and I'm using a half cup measure. So there's that. And another note is I used salted butter. So if you're going to use salted butter, there's no need to add salt to your buttercream. If you use unsalted butter in this mixture, you're going to want to put just like a pinch of regular iodized salt, not sea salt, not kosher salt, regular salt that you get from like a restaurant packet. Like literally just please just use salt. Don't read too much into this and don't try to make this healthy because it's not. So like just don't. Okay. That's what you're gonna add at this point. Mix it again, start it slow because it is powder and it will blow up. I'm notorious for it blowing up. See, it's smoking. Yeah. And now you have chocolate butter. Okay, so it looks like this is the color when you mix the cocoa powder with the butter. Chocolate. Looks like chocolate ice cream-ish. Yum. Now you have to add your powdered sugar. Again, I don't use a recipe when I'm making buttercream. I'm going by taste, what I want it to taste like. So let's scrape down all of these edges in the most ungraceful way possible. I know, I'm sorry. And add our powdered sugar. Powdered sugar, I'm not a brand snob, okay? So I'll use Walmart, Target, C&H, whatever you can find. And this was about half a bag. So usually when I'm doing buttercream, it's usually between with 4 sticks of butter like this, it's usually between like a half-ish, 3/4 bag, full bag. Don't really know, let's see. But don't put it all in at once because you'll have a sugar bomb. They're cute, but they're not fun to clean up. This is probably gonna turn into a sugar bomb actually, if I don't move some of this sugar around in this bowl. And then mix. Start on slow again. And you'll notice as you watch it, it starts to kind of combine. And once you see it start to combine, you'll know when you can turn your speed up. Because it won't be so much loose. It'll be like kind of chunks. So we'll turn it up and we'll let it whip. At this point, I'll add a little bit more sugar. You can see how it's all incorporated. You don't see my white sugar. Please don't fall. Haha. Okay, so we'll add more sugar. We'll push it down so we don't have too much of a bomb. Another thing you can use your milk for is if you're making a big batch, like something with like 6 sticks of butter instead of the 4 that I have in my mixer, you can add a little bit of milk on top of the sugar. Like I'm talking a drop. Boop, boop, like a little drop. Because it's gonna push your sugar down and not make it puff up everywhere. So when I tell y'all, cleaning powdered sugar from your counter is a mess. It sucks. So don't do it. Take your time. Okay, let me get a spoon. Let's give it a tasty taste. It looks kind of light, in my opinion. Kind of like mine chocolatier. It's good. It has a sweetness. You can't taste it. Doesn't taste like straight butter, but you can still kind of taste the butter, like the fat from the butter. I love sugar. It's sick. Anyways, I think I wanted a little chocolatier, so I'm gonna add a little bit more cocoa powder. Cocoa powder goes a long way, so kind of be easy. You can always add more when you're making buttercream. You can't take it out. When you get to the point of taking it out, you end up like me and Nicole adding butter trying to fix a disaster, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna add a little bit more cocoa powder and a little bit more sugar to my mix. And I'm gonna scrape down my edges some more. I probably should invest in a better KitchenAid, the one that has like the side, the auto scraping sides or whatever. I don't know, we'll see. If y'all subscribe to my little channel, maybe we'll have a little YouTube money to buy us a new little mixer, y'all. Okay, so back to this. Mix it up. Let's taste it again to see if we need to add anything to it. This time, let's use a butter knife. Probably. See if it has enough sweetness. That's it. Perfect ratio. That's the one, son. So now that we know it tastes like what we want it to taste like, we need to whip it more. Because buttercream, it just needs love. It needs to like all like love on each other. The butter and the sugar and the chocolate and the vanilla. And if you use unsalted butter, the salt to like love each other. And I didn't need my milk. So I poured this little milk thinking it was cute. I was like, I'm gonna put it in a cup and they're not gonna see the inside of my refrigerator. Not this time. I didn't even need it. And I don't even have a cat here to give it to. I miss my cat, R.I.P. Ludacris. Maybe I'll talk about him in a future episode, but I think this is gonna go to waste. Anyways, back to this. So we're gonna do whip it good, let it go. If you ask my friends, they'll whip it for hours. I say give it a good solid, I don't know, give it a minute or two. I'm gonna give it as long as it takes for me to put this cocoa powder away, this sugar away, and see what happens. So let's let it whip, let it get air, let it make love, and let's see what we end up with. That's probably enough air. We'll just say it's enough air. So for the sake of giving you guys something to do with this chocolate buttercream, we're gonna frost some cupcakes. I diced up some strawberries last night and I covered them in sugar, regular granulated sugar, and I mixed them up and made like this strawberry syrupy stuff. It's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And then maybe we'll just do like a ring of buttercream on the cupcake, and then we'll just put the strawberry, like, is compote a fancy word? I don't even know what is compote. If you know what compote is, can you tell me what compote is in the comments below? I know you're gonna say, you just look it up. I know I could look it up, but why look it up when you're looking at me and you can look it up? So please leave me the definition of compote in the comments. Thank you. So we're gonna use the same tip that we used when we did roses with Nicole. Look at how good this looks, y'all. It's all light, milky chocolate. Yummy. Wish I could say it was light, milky chocolate like I like my men, but it's not. Like, I'm a little darker. Anyways, we're gonna fill up our bag. I'm not gonna fill it up too much. I'm just gonna show you guys how to do these 3 cupcakes. And then I'll frost the rest off camera because I'm sure you guys are tired of my time lapses by now. Okay, so we have our chocolate cookie in our bag. Push it down. Oh, look how beautiful the consistency is. I love it. I love it here. Okay, let me show you guys the strawberries that I made. So you can get an idea for maybe when you do chocolate, strawberry something. You'll be like, oh, Barb did this. This is what they look like. So all that juice is like strawberry juice and like the syrup. Yum. So it's really, you can see it's really juicy. The strawberries created their own juice. So I just took 3 cupcakes for the sake of showing you guys something cute. And let's just do, like, from the outside, we'll make a little ring to protect our little strawberries. And we'll make another ring to protect our strawberries so they have something to hold on to. And then, this is what I did. I left like a little hole in the middle of these. And when you're using this strawberry stuff that I created, you want to drain off as much of the juice as you possibly can, and then use like a little bit of strawberries at a time. It's super tedious because I am going to be doing 24 of these once I turn off this here video recording. Drain off as much as you can and just put it in the middle, like so, like that. Like that. I'm even going to eat one because I need to eat dinner, you guys. And they're so cute. I can't wait to show you. My heart is full. Boom! Let me show you how cute these cupcakes are. Yay! Okay, guys, I'm going to eat one. I'm also going to promise to, in the description, I'm going to put what buttercream is made out of and give you like my recipe without a recipe, some guidance. You can try it on your own. Super easy. But I want to show you guys how good this cupcake is about to be. Because, girl, I could mess up some sugar. That's it. That's it. It's so good. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little short tutorial. Ooh, strawberries all over my counter. If you need anything else, or anything else, I can't even speak from my freaking sugar. Put this down. Leave me in, like, look at me, I'm stuttering because I'm eating. That to show you how much pure joy food gives me. Let me focus on y'all. Okay, leave me comments and let me know what you guys still want to see on my channel. I need more ideas. I've gotten a ton already from my friends, but I'd like to get some more ideas from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to tell your friends. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a week with more content, whether it's going to be ridiculous or informative. I couldn't tell you, but I so appreciate your support. So keep sharing, keep passing it along. Most importantly, if you have not subscribed to my channel and you have watched this video to this point, you better hit subscribe. And while you're at it, just go and hit the little notification bell. Make this a full-blown relationship, okay?